Welcome back to Our Life in Slices. Today we want to bring you just a short, quick video talking about a couple of books that we have started reading, and we just wanted to recommend them to you.
Yeah.
My book is Emerald House Rising by Peg Kerr.
Yeah.
I first read this book many years ago, back in junior high. A really good friend of mine found it in the library. He read probably every book in that library, especially from the fantasy section.
Yeah.
I picked it up after him and decided to read it because he said that it was so great, and I agree that it is wonderful. It's really hard to find. It was in print in, I think, 1997, and it's not received a reprint, so it is hard to find, and when you do find it, it is used.
Yeah.
You actually bought it for me for my birthday. I'll just read the back, or a portion of the back, so you can get an idea of what it's about. The Wizard of Gems. A gem cutter's daughter, Jenna, yearns to create jewelry for the Diadem Court, until a night a mysterious noble appears, wearing a ring only Jenna can see. Its touch transports her to a distant fortress, where Jenna learns that she possesses incredible, undreamt of magical powers. Not only is it a fantasy novel with a female protagonist, which I feel like is kind of rare unless they're a sidekick or
That's
just a
true.
part of a party. It's just very different than normal high fantasy. It's not the typical magic and fireballs and wizards with pointy hats. Peg Kerr really talks about not only the magic and the world that she's kind of created, but she actually talks about actual gem cutting. She did a lot of research into the different facets of gems and the types of materials that you would need to actually make rings and jewelry. Yeah, it's interesting.
So it feels kind of informative and like real. And
it is, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of depth.
Mojo.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more depth in the book than I think what you find in a lot of fantasy books that can be really shallow and not that interesting.
And they have their place, but it can get redundant for sure.
It is a fantasy book with magic and stuff, but it breaks the norm and it goes in a slightly different direction. It's more engaging that way.
My book, I again have not, just like you, I haven't finished this book, but I have read other books by this author, and the author's name is Oliver Sacks. And here is this book. This one is called The Mind's Eye, and the one I read recently was The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, and it's about neurological issues that people have or brain damage that kind of causes them to, literally this man thought his wife was a hat, like a hat on a hat rack, and tried to like take her and put her on. And basically you can look at an object and not understand what it is. So the book is filled with these odd phenomenons of what happened to people when they have brain damage or when things like that occur. And also kind of the brain's amazing power to root around and kind of figure out another way to exist and a way to survive. It's about men and women who have lost like the ability to see, or they can't see three-dimensional objects, or they can't hear. So it's all these different things that happen because of brain damage, and how the people have, like one of the ladies is like a neurobiologist and she can't see in three-dimensional space. Another woman loses the ability to read musical notes and she's a concert pianist. So it's how does your mind kind of recoup and compensate for these things. Oliver Sacks himself started to lose his eyesight. Anyway, so if you're into kind of like weird trippy things that the brain can do to you, like can you imagine like waking up one day and I don't see your face? Like I've lost the ability to recognize faces. Like I can recognize your hair, or maybe I'd know you from your voice, but like your face would mean nothing to me. Like that's trippy. That would like mess me up.
Disturbing.
So I do recommend this book, The Mind's Eye, and The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. I think we'll put the description to both books in the description box. So thanks for watching our book review, and make sure to leave comments in the box below if you have other things you want us to review, books or movies or whatnot, and make sure and subscribe and like.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, come back later or next week and check out some more videos that we'll hopefully have up.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.